Welcome, this is Russ Moody with another Once and Future Orc King battle report. This is probably the final one in this series. I'll do more probably extensions and spin-offs later. What we have here is 3,000 points Orcs and Goblins versus 3,000 points Bretonnians, and it is battle for no, blood and glory is the scenario. And you can see just an overview picture real quick. And then there's two forests. They were both blood forests, and then that river I believe is a blood river, uh, apparently a blood theme. That's the only thing that really had impact on the game was that, and so the forests. I believe if there's a spell cast, they eat you, and then the river makes you cause fear if you're in it. And we'll go right here. We'll just cover deployment from here, and then you see I've got my black orcs, and then a chariot behind, and a rock lobber. Next to them are the boar boys with my Lord Arturius, and he's actually got the battle axe of the last law. And then behind them is 50 biggins with my level 4 orc shaman and the BSB. And next to that are 4 river trolls and a chariot behind. And then there's 40 some odd night goblins, and the wolf riders have not vanguarded. On the other side, you see she's got 3 peg knights, 45 men at arms, and then 40 plus bowmen all stretched out in front of those knights. And then behind that is a Lord on the Hippogriff, and he's got heroic killing blow with the rerolls. And a unit of Knights of the Realm with 3 characters and the BSB in there. A unit of 8 Grail Knights with a level 1 caster. And then 15 Knights Errant, and next to that is the Trebuchet. So looking Vanguard, my Wolf Riders Vanguard over this fence and lose 3 of their number. I guess they need to learn how to ride, and they die. So I managed to pass the panic test, thank goodness. And her vanguard, they just kind of move out over here, over the river. Orc turn 1, all my guys just rush forward, and that you can see the river trolls are flush with the night goblins. The chariots are kind of hanging back a little bit. And going on, we'll just go right into hers. I didn't cast any magic as I did draw out the dispel scroll, but all my magic got canceled. And her turn, these knights errant charge the night goblins, and I forgot to do the fanatics. We ended up backing up to do the fanatics later, and her first charge was actually this one right here. So what we've got is her lord charges pretty much my lord, and he's got the heroic healing blow with the rerolls, and I didn't want to risk losing my general right off the bat because orcs and goblins are kind of reliant on that, and so I fled with my boar boys, and that is probably why she chose to charge on the flank against those night goblins, even though they weren't going anywhere. Of course, she might have just been fine just holding up that flank like that, as it is, because the chariot can't get in there. But the peg knights move around to the flank, and her magic phase, I don't. Oh, she guts off. She buffs her bowman. She gets a +2 toughness, and I think they end up having a regen. But then I forgot about those flaming shooting, or else I might have set up my river trolls a little bit different. So she just guns them down. They don't get a save due to the fact that they're flaming arrows, and so I lose 3 river trolls. And there's the fanatic that bounces through, and I think they end up killing those guys right there. Is die from fanatics, so that was pretty good. And then the combat, the great my goblins with great weapons go to town to kill a bunch more, but as it is, she ends up killing a ton back because going before those great weapons, who did most of the kills, and so she ends up winning combat by 1. But because my general's fleeing, they are steadfast 5, so they fail that test and get run down. And here's the picture. You see that here. There they are. They've run down those night goblins, and so she's already up. I'm down 1 standard at this point. Orc turn 2. My wolf riders charge on into the trebuchet. my chariot was could see the flank of those knights errant, and so it's going to try and finish them off. And my black orcs just charge right into these men at arms, and I realized that they would probably be steadfast, but my thinking was I could chop through them, in 1 or 2 turns, and then be in an awesome flanking position. So, and then the rest of my army, my war boss rallies, and the chariot just kind of maneuvers, and then I move my river troll just to kind of block off her lord from charging that unit again. And I tried to go around. First, I was measuring to see if I could make it, and I couldn't actually make it out of line of sight of those bowmen. So yeah, it was either do this and maybe get some use out of him, or he gets shot down by flaming arrows. So right here, I get off hand of Gork, and now that unit is right there, which that spell is so much fun. And this, I believe, was a rock lands on these guys and kills 2 of them. And in combat, she manages to kill 1, and I kill more, but being steadfast, rerollable 9, because she's in range of her BSB, they hold. And my Wolf Riders kill off the Trebuchet and overrun. I chose to overrun. I could have either reformed, but she'd positioned her Grail Knights to be in a position to charge them, and so I just charged on in to see if maybe I couldn't get a kill, and then flee and take them off and away from the fighting. And my chariot manages to kill 2 of those knights errant. I won the combat, but they hold. So there goes my chance of destroying that unit. All right, Bretonnian turn 2. The Peg Knights charge in, and they fail charge. So I thought that was nice. And her lord charges in against that river troll. She's going to kill him. Yeah. And right here, I believe these guys get shot by bowmen, I think is why I showed this. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'm not sure what that picture is there for. And then right here, you can see they're fighting, and she manages to do a wound to my chariot. And yeah, so my chariot loses, it holds, and then she fails to reform, so they stay stuck like that. And right here, the river troll dies. I think it did require the hippogriff killing him, but anyway, she overruns into my boys. And right here, more killing, and I'm trying to kill that level 1 because it's giving her guys a 5-up ward, but I'm failing every time. She keeps making her blessing save, and so they're locked there, and they'll probably be locked there for, I don't know. I'm not making nearly. I can't seem to kill more than 4 or 5 men at arms a turn. And right here, she kills those Wolf Riders. Not all of them, but then manages to run them down. I thought that was unfortunate. But then again, it was pretty much a straight roll off because they both have Swift Stride. So, and going on to Orc turn 3, I charge my chariot in here. They stand and shoot, and I think they do a wound to it, but it manages to collide in there. And the boar boys maneuver like that. And I get off Foot of Gork, the souped up version, and managed to kill 1 whole Knight of the Realm. It scattered off pretty far. It just barely managed to hit 1 of them and killed 1 guy. And then I guess Mork wasn't very interested in this fight because he walked away. So I decided to land a stone on them, and it killed another one. So those knights they're running out of numbers fast. And then right here, I believe that's the other stone. It veers off and crushed some men at arms, which that was fortunate. And then finally, in combat, she manages to get these guys reformed and turned around. So even though I stuck there, my time's it's gonna end soon. I kill some more men at arms with impact. Bowmen with impact hits, but they managed to hold, being rerollable 8 or 9. I don't remember, but either way, it was passed on like a 7. So next right here, I'm chopping away, still chopping at that damsel. Can't seem to kill her, and so they keep holding, and I'm not doing nearly as much damage as I would like because of that blessing save. And then right here, her lord and that griffin do it. Griffin, because I was hoping I could get 4 wounds in and kill it before, but I only did 3, and so it got to thunderstomp me. So I lost combat, but managed to hold being steadfast. And this is just an overview. This is how everything looks. See the whole board. And right here, her turn 3, I believe. Anyway, she had reformed those. Oh, that was the point of the last picture. As you can see that she reformed her men at arm, or her bowmen, in the right after that combat. Anyway, she reformed them, and they ended up. That allowed the Knights of the Realm to charge my biggins, and so now I'm like, oh, that's not good. I should have seen that coming. I thought that was actually kind of a smart way to use the bowman. Uh, and then her peg knights charge my rock lobber. And then right here, she cast Wissons irresistibly with, I think she threw 3 dice. She didn't mean to get irresistible force. And anyway, she got the dimensional cascade, the big explosion. Her caster gets sucked into the warp, and all those Grail Knights die from the explosion. That was fantastic, I thought. Except for the downside was that she buffed her Knights of the Realm now had that charging to my big ones now had +1 strength and +1 toughness. So I ended up doing pretty much nothing to them. She slaughtered me. All I did manage to do was I did manage to finish off that griffin, and then she broke me. And you see this next picture, here it is. And she broke me, ran me down. So I have no magic, and I lost my BSB and a standard. So now I'm down 3, and I haven't scored any against her, I don't think. So, and there you can see there's her lord on foot. And finally, I managed to kill her damsel in that unit and get rid of that blessing save. So now these guys' time is numbered. I'm going to start really killing them faster. And right here, you can see this is how everything ends up. Oh, and my chariot breaks through combat res from those bowmen is what we're looking at here. And her peg knights kill off my rock lobber, and they turn to face the other one. So orc turn 4, I rally my chariot, and I turn my boar boys to look at those Knights of the Realm, and also keep in sight of her lord, because I'm thinking, you know, I can charge in there and then maybe accept with my champion and maybe beat him through combat res and run him down that way. And then right here, I managed to land a rock on these men, on these bowmen, kill a bunch of them, but their general's still nearby, so they pass and they don't run away. And then I fight it out against these men at arms, and they managed to hold. So I thought that was unfortunate. I really was hoping to break them that turn. And then right here, her Knights Errant finally beat my chariot and managed to run it down. Yeah, apparently you can't run away from the Bretonnians.